Hi, everybody. Welcome to the channel. My name is Isaiah Banks. I'm a mental health therapist and a certified fitness trainer. And today we're going to be talking about finally loving yourself. Now, I know, I get it. You hear the term self-love all the time, right? I mean, it's only said by your favorite celebrity, it's only on your Facebook feed, it's only the new news headline, right? I get it, right? I'm tired of hearing it too. But it's so important that we discuss it for many reasons, right? And on top of that reason, I'm also going to give you 3 easy ways to finally love yourself. So, what is self love? I mean, we hear the term often, but do we truly understand what it means? Self love is when you appreciate and you value yourself. This means that you show up for yourself, right? Even when you don't feel like showing up, you try to figure out why you don't want to show up. You try to figure out the reason behind, right, the feeling that you're currently in, right? It's taking that effort and being able to do that. That is self-love within itself. Self-love is also when you make time for your needs, for your wants, right? Is when you consider you. Oftentimes we put the needs and wants of others, whether it be our friends, our families, sometimes even strangers. We put their needs and wants above our own. But in actuality, when it comes to self-love, we have to reconsider our own space, right? We have to reconsider our own appreciation, our own feelings about ourselves. It's important that we do so because when it comes time for you to love someone else, when it comes time for you to feel good about yourself, right, we first have to make sure that we love us, right? This will help us with our self-esteem. This will help us with our confidence. We have to make sure that we cherish ourselves. So us therapists, we all use the same saying, right? You can't pour from an empty cup. As redundant as it may sound, it's still very true. Right? As human beings, there's only so much we can do, right? There's only so much capacity that we have, right? And we can't assist, support, or even be there for others if we're not there for ourselves. You see, the moment when we try to overextend past our own capacity, right, then we'll start to feel regret. Then we'll start to feel abandonment. Then we'll start to feel burnt out, you see. So we can't go beyond our capacity. And that capacity can be related to financial, physical, emotional, what have you. But we have to make sure we maintain our capacity level, right? We are honoring and cherishing ourselves, right? And we are only able to support others, right, when we feel as though we have been supporting ourselves. Share 3 ways that you can love and honor yourself. The first way is to understand your emotions and acknowledge them. Understanding your emotions will look like you having a certain feeling that you are experiencing and figuring out why you're experiencing it, figuring out what does the emotion feel like in your body, right? What thoughts are going through your head, right? So in this moment when you're doing this, you're acknowledging that you have this emotion that you're experiencing. And in that moment, it may seem like it's so small, but in actuality, you are respecting your own space, right? Because you're respecting your thoughts, your feelings, and this moment that you're currently in, right? As difficult as it may be for you to experience this emotion, right? You still are giving yourself that space, to feel what you're feeling. Because in that moment, after you locate that feeling, you understand it, right? You figure out why. Now we can work on how to overcome this feeling or what you should do with this feeling. But either way, it's your space, right? And that's self-love right there because you're acknowledging you. So the second way that you can practice self-love is to give yourself grace, right? Whenever you make a mistake, whenever you make a decision, right, and that you're not proud of, give yourself that space, right? Acknowledge that you have made this mistake, acknowledge that you have learned from it, and just focus on the lesson that you learned from that mistake, right? Give yourself that space to move on from things that no longer serve you, right? Give yourself that patience, right? When you feel like you're becoming impatient, right? Still acknowledge that you are human. Still acknowledge that you're still learning just like everyone else, right? So give yourself that space to be you. And the third way that you can practice self-love is by having a good time with yourself, right? By taking yourself out on a date. These are called self-love dates, and you can have fun with this. You can do whatever you please, right? So maybe you have some favorite hobbies that you love to enjoy, right? Maybe you have a favorite sport that you like to play, but really take that time to do what you love, right? Don't complicate it. Keep it very simple and just enjoy what you love to do, right? And make sure that during this time, you're consistent with it, right? With this space, you're consistent as a part of your routine. And promise yourself towards the end, promise that you will continue to make this a routine thing for you. You will continue to do your favorite things. You'll continue to take yourself out, right? Continue to stay consistent with yourself, right? And over time, you'll start to eventually see the love start to flow out of you, you could say, right? You'll start to see you smiling a little bit more, right? You start to see you enjoying things just a little bit more than you used to, you know. So I hope you found this helpful. Had a great time filming this. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, especially with the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to share with a friend, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.